How big's a millimeter again? Hey gang, Jeff Stone here with, I was going to say with day something or other. I'm such a habit of doing that, but today it's not a specific day here at Magic Reviewed. This is a first in the history of Magic Reviewed. How far can I get that eyebrow up there? .com. How far can I get that eyebrow up there? .com. Almost a year ago, almost to the day, I published it's February 8th, The Worker's Dream Review. It's a wallet by Robson. It's right here. And I just recently got a comment on it asking from somebody named, his screen name is, or her, I'm not sure, I'm going to assume it's a he because he's talking about wearing a custom tailored suit, not a typical thing women do. The screen name is Justice, Jastice, Justice, something like that. He says, the review was great. Well, duh. Hello. I wish you could have shown more the peak method part because it's really strange to have a business card thing on the outside of the wallet. It looks a bit suspicious and I cannot decide if I want to go with it. Besides, I have a very important question. Do you mind sharing the exact dimensions of this wallet? Outer dimensions so I can see if it fits in my tailored suits, and inner workings to see if I can fit euro bills in it without folding them in half. I would really appreciate this information. And what do you think of the outer business card peak part? Then he replies to his own question. He says, also, I forgot to ask another important question. Can you give us the dimensions on the envelopes which are being used? So right about now, right about there should be a little thing that goes, whoosh, comes out, and it's a link to the original review. You might want to check that out before you watch this video. That's a 20-minute video over there, 22-minute video. But check that out, and then come back. So I'm going to assume you paused and that you're back now, and I'll answer some of those questions. So first, this is a peak wallet. Okay, and again, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail because it's all covered in the review. And in the video that you just watched, theoretically, right here, instead of it just being black, was one of my business cards here inside. I'm not going to bother putting it in, but it was inside there. And so he may have felt. I think I coughed in that video too. It must be something about these wallets. He mentioned that he thought it was weird to have that on the outside, have a business card holder there. So I don't think it's weird to have a business card there, especially with that being what I was showing, because to me it's like, hey, think of one of those symbols or whatever, and it's something, that fits into a routine or whatever. But you don't have to have that there. This is actually what's supplied. It's just a piece of, I'll just slide it out. It's just a piece of black sheen stuff that goes right in there, and that's it. And it just looks, kind of blends in with the wallet. No different than this little weird thing in the front here. So to me, that's not an issue whatsoever. That was his one question. Well, one of his questions. What do you think about the business card thing on the back there? I think it's totally fine. And by the way, if there was something secretly written on the, well, let me show you where that goes real quick. That goes right here. You have them write something, and there's a business card right there that they write, and they put it in there. Close it up, and I am looking at the information right now. It says Bob. It does. I'll prove it to you by taking the business card out. Bob. Okay. So that's, to me, it's perfect. I have no problems with it whatsoever. Next question. Dimensions of the wallet. Well, I'm going to do this in centimeters since he mentioned euros and probably doesn't know what an inch is. I mean, he knows what it is, but doesn't know how many of them. But for you Yanks, it is 4 inches wide. And that means it is, we'll go with 10.5, maybe just under 10.5 centimeters. Okay. And then it is just under 6 inches long, and therefore just a hair under 15 centimeters there. Okay. Hopefully that was clear. And just in case you want the thickness, I'll put the Mullica insert back in there, and doubt that's going to matter, but just in case, at the thickest point, it's like a half a centimeter, which is that, how many millimeters is that? 50? Yeah. 100? 500? I don't know. 7? Who knows? I don't think anybody knows. Okay, the next question was the inner dimension of the wallet. So assuming that he's talking about putting a bill, you know, the money, the euros in here, I'm guessing that, but I'll measure both just for the fun of it. But if you're putting them inside of here, then the width of this little piece here, you'll have just over 2.5 inches. Okay, or just under 7 centimeters. Sorry, just under 7 centimeters. And then the depth of it is just a tad over 12 centimeters, and just under 5 inches deep there. Okay. So that's that. And then if you want the whole height in here, because, I mean, the bills could stick out up to here, right? And so in that case, I'd say you got 5.5 inches there. You know, anything more than that, and you're going to be sticking out too far above the wallet. And you got just a shade, I'd say no more than 14 millimeters. Sorry, centimeters again. Sorry about that. 14 centimeters. Anything over that is probably going to be sticking out. And I don't know how I'm going to try to measure inside of here. But the width of that, I think, should be plenty wide for euros, for any kind of money. The question is, how do you get, let's see. So if you're going to put it inside of there, yeah, I'd say, what do you think? Just under 13.5 millimeters? Or just, what was that? 5 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not quite 5.5. Just a shade under 5.5 there. Let's see if we can get off the lights there. Okay. So that's about all the dimensions I could think of that you'd want to know to figure out if that's going to fit in your suit, or if the money's going to fit, and so on, so forth, whatnot. The next question was the envelopes. And so the closed envelope, sealed envelope, is not quite 3 inches wide. And go with 7.5 millimeters ish. There we go. All right, length. And we'll say that's there we go, just a hair over 4 inches, like one tick mark over 4 inches there. Okay. And I'm sure, I was thinking in my head millimeters right now. I'm sure I've said millimeters plenty of times when I meant centimeters. So sorry, every time I'm meaning centimeters. And we got ourselves just under 10.5, or yeah, 10.5, not quite 10.5. Sorry, the light's reflecting off this ruler. There you go, that's close enough. 10.5 centimeters. And then the little tab that sticks up, which is part of the loading of it, goes away when you're done with when the envelope's sealed up with the card in it. But that tab is 1.5 millimeters. Adds centimeters again. Sorry, 1.5 centimeters, and it is. Oh, I don't know what the scale is on this thing, but just under 3/4 of an inch. Okay. So there you have it. I think that covers everything. The review is great. Duh. I wish you could have shown more of the peak method part, because it really is strange to have a business card thing on the outside of the wallet. I think we addressed that. Looks a bit suspicious, and I can't decide if I want to go with it or not. Besides, I have a very important question. Do you mind sharing? Actually, he says sharing. You got the S and the H backwards. The exact dimensions of this wallet, parentheses, outer dimensions, so I can see if it fits in my tailored suit. If after that you don't know if it fits in your tailored suit, I don't know what else to tell you, brother. And the inner workings to see if I can fit Euro bills in it without folding them in half. I think I also got you covered there. I would really appreciate this information. And what do you think of the outer business card peak? I think it's great. It's actually, out of all the peak devices I've got and several of my wallets, let me just show you that's sitting right here. I had to dig out my bin of wallets. Some of you are going to be very jealous of this. All of these are wallets. All of those. One or two are like normal wallets that I just put in there that I was using for, thinking maybe I could use it for a magical purpose. But pretty much everything in there is it's a Peak wallet or a Shogun wallet or a Mullica wallet or a combination, a billet wallet, all of the above, whatever. And then, of course, the Harry Robson one, which is sitting here on my desk. Out of all of the Peak devices, I think this is probably my favorite. A close second would be Paul Carnazzo's little business card thingy, which is right here. This one, and you open it up, they put the card in there, and then I am peeking the info. It says Bobican, that's funny, right there in front of you. So, but it's really clean looking, and you'd never know that you'd be able to peek that, and that's just where you keep business cards. You keep a couple things in there. So I do like this one. But it's just a business card wallet. So if you're looking for a wallet that has more things to it, then the Robson one's a good choice. And I think the Peak thing's really good. The only thing about the Peak that's an issue, I mentioned in the other video, is that if the Mullica wallet is in there, then the Peak part of it doesn't work. So that has to not be in there for you to build Peak. That's the only downside. But the actual method for getting the Peak is really good. And this here does not bother me one bit. I'll put my picture there, or I'll put, I don't know what, put those mentalism symbols, put your business card, put the black thing this black sheen card that goes there, whatever works for you. I guess that's it, folks. So hopefully that was a useful video. Thanks for watching, as always. And you know the drill. Click it, thumbs up it, share it, and listen to it. And what happened? Oh, yes. This could be the best Oak Ridge Boys song. In fact, I'm going to go on record by saying it is the best Oak Ridge Boys song ever. It's called Thank God for Kids. And I'm not going to listen to it, because if I do, I will cry on camera right now. So, I'm getting a little misty just thinking about it, guys. That is such a great song. Thank God for Kids. I'll definitely put a link to that in the description below. If you've never heard that song, you must listen to that song. So, that's it for this video, folks. Thank you so much for watching. And Justice, just whatever your name or however it's pronounced, thank you for the question. And final note, obviously I have no problem making this kind of video, but don't expect me to do this very often, because I make so many videos that it's hard to schedule in something like this. So, but anyway, hopefully that helps, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on a review. Peace out.